Greetings to all the winners and the losers of the 2023 general election, which has come and gone. I send my condolences to all those that have lost their lives and properties during the last and worst brutal election in Amure and in other places in Nigeria. May God console all of you and grant you peace. You have to understand that election in Nigeria will always be based on selection and not based on election. Because as long as tyranny exists in a society, selection will be the order of the day. On one of my previous videos, I told you that you should learn how to speak softly but carry a big stick. APC does not believe in election. That is why they use force to win. Their talks are always like 5 to 10 armed men. What stops you to have like 20 armed guys around each polling station to protect your vote? You cannot take power from APC until a serious revolution takes place in Nigeria. When your enemy is preaching violence, to defeat them, preach peace but prepare for war and take them by surprise. Everyone must learn how to embrace a one-party system for the next 8 years, except if Peter Obi wins his election tribunal, which he has 40% chances under the APC leadership of Buhari. When Jonathan conceded a defeat to Buhari, his ideology was he does not want the blood of Nigeria to be spilled over election. But today, since 8 years, more Nigeria have been killed than before. Those who refuse to study history always become the victims of brutality. For example, in 1930, the British didn't want to go to war with Hitler. So an appeasement was granted to Hitler to expand his territory unchecked, without knowing that the more you give in to a tyrannical demand, the more he demands more until you die, except if you fight back. By 1936, Rhineland was annexed. 2 years later, in 1938, Austria was annexed. In 1939, Hitler violated the Munich Agreement and annexed the German-speaking part of Czech Republic called Sunderland. He was not satisfied yet. He invaded Poland and boom, World War II started and he was defeated. You cannot win a tyrant on a ballot box or on a social media. Social media is a platform for campaigning. Then you need a force on the ground to retain the outcome of the social media. And that was where Labour Party did not get it right during the last election, thinking that uploading attacks and calling the world will change anything. It will not change anything because Nigeria is a sovereign state. And under the Westphalia Treaty, no country can intervene in other countries' domestic affairs except war is involved. The world we are calling for help today drives profit in a crisis Africa in order to continue to steal your resources through a proxy rule and a proxy stealing. Remember, when a tyrant stays, he keeps his profit in a Western bank, and the money becomes a worthless liability asset because he will not touch it until he dies. Long life Nigeria, and long life everyone.